Hey and welcome to part 8. In this part we're going to create our tech drop. I want to create something simple yet effective that will work well on dance floors. I have a rough idea what I want to do, so let's get to work. Now first I know that I want the drop to only contain the kick and the bass line. So let's remove all of the mid basses and all of the hi-hats. Now let's play around with the sub and see what we can come up with. I like the sound of this. Now let's extend. Let's play around with more notes. I like the sound of this, so let's copy this to the rest of the drop. And let's add the sub layer as well. And let's listen. This sounds nice, but I think the sub layer is a bit too loud in this part, so let's lower the volume. Now, one way to use automation in Studio One is to change the parameter that we want to automate. So for instance, the volume. And then go up to the hand here and drag it down to the channel. And then it will come up. I think this sounds good. At around half of the drop, I want the drums to come back in full force. Let's have a listen. I think the snare fill is a bit loud. Let's lower that a bit. And then I want some type of break going on here. So usually I remove the kicks, the last 4 kicks. Let's have a listen. The drop can be a bit too repetitive if nothing else happens after 8 bars, so let's tease with some hi-hats. Maybe some of the loops. Doesn't sound that nice. Let's try the other loop. I'm still not completely happy about the last bar before the drums come back. I want something more to happen. Perhaps a fill. Let's see what we can find. I like this one. Let's lower the volume. That's roughly -15. Doesn't need to be 100% exact. I noticed that the tempo for this loop is incorrect. Normally Studio One will automatically time stretch the loops to fit the tempo of the project, But if the tempo is not included in the loop, there is no way for Studio One to know the tempo to change from. So what we can do now is right-click and guess the tempo of the loop. 128 is a good starting point, so let's try that first. We can now see that it's correct, but let's listen to confirm. Now let's lower the volume just a little bit more. Nice, and let's add an EQ to make sure there's no unwanted frequency going on, especially the low and high end. There's a lot of low end information going on. Let's remove that. Maybe a little bit of the high end as well. I think that sounds good. Slightly louder. And change the color. I think the drop sounds good, but it sounds a bit dry. So let's add some type of effect. Perhaps a vocal stab. That's usually popular in tech trance. Let's see what we can find. This sounds like something I would like to use, but the key is in A sharp, so we have to fix that. Let's have a listen. I like that, but the key is off, so let's sort that out. The sample is in A sharp and we want it in F sharp. That means we need to transpose it by -4 semitones. Right-click, transpose. There we go. Let's have a listen. And let's gain stage. It seems pretty maxed out, so let's go up to 0. Let's listen and adjust the volume. We removed the low and high frequencies, so we would not interfere with the low end and the hi-hats. There is room for delay and reverb, but let's do that later in the track so we can apply it to more elements. And that's it for this part. I'll see you in the next, where we will write our main theme.